Settle in, feet shoulder width apart, flat on the floor, knees slightly bent, nice and relaxed. Bring your hips forward, nice flat back. Shoulders just drop down, arms slightly in front. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. You just breathe naturally through the nose, in and out. Nice deep abdominal breaths. So as we breathe in through the nose, let the abdomen expand, pulling the air all the way down. And then we usually pause. And then as we exhale, the abdomen contracts towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out. Feel your feet sinking into the ground. Feel your energy going deep into the earth, connecting to the center of the earth. All the while, the earth is rising up to meet you. Notice the quality of the air as you breathe in through your nose. It warms the lower dantian. And then that warm air comes all the way up and out your nostrils. Just focus on nice, easy, relax. Let's put our hands on our abdomen. As you breathe in, feel your abdomen expanding. Pause. And as we exhale, feel your abdomen contract. Focus on the breath. Now take one hand, it doesn't matter which, put it up to your chest. Let's do wave breathing. So we're going to continue to do just as we did with abdominal breathing. As you breathe in, your abdomen expands, but when it gets to basically the maximum, let air continue to come into the body and cause the chest to rise. And we pause. The chest sinks first as the air leaves that, then the abdomen. Allow yourself to rock back and forth a little bit. Your body moves as if you were standing in the ocean and the waves were gently pushing your body back and forth. take both your hands and just let them hang, but continue to do the wave breathing. See if you could do it without your hands on your body. So the abdomen expands, the chest expands, and the chest deflates, the abdomen deflates. Like rocking to your body. Every muscle just relax. Go ahead and take your palms face up in front of your lower dantian and continue to wave breathe. And as we breathe in, try to feel or visualize or both the energy coming up from the ground, through the soles of your feet, up your legs. And as we continue to breathe in, we lift that energy up the torso. The hands rotate in front of the face, with fingertips pointing at each other, palms up. We push upward. At the same time, you're looking up between the fingers. A slight pause here, and we breathe out and just sweep down. Slight pause as we reset. Breathe in, bring that energy up the body. Breathe out as you go down. Focus on the breath. Try to let the movement just happen. Nice long inhale. Then a pause. And then a nice long exhale. Try to slowly drift down. One more time. Keep the hands up here. Drop the right hand down. Just connect with heaven and earth. Push the two palms further apart. A little extra stretch here. Connecting to the energy of the universe above, the earth below. And turn the pinkies towards the body, back of the hands, pass, and we switch. Breathe in as you go up. Breathe out as the back of the hands cross. One more time each side. Whenever your left hand ends up on top. And just hold that pose for a second. Relax your right hand. Just let it hang or put it behind you. Actually, let it hang. With your left hand, reach up to the sky. And then imagine there's a rope attached to the wrist that's pulling you even higher. And just let the rest of your body hang from your wrist to the side. And just stretch that all out. And bring the hand down and switch. Right hand drift up, attached to that rope, and stretch her out. One more time each side. And switch. Bring them down to your chest. Left hand's going to go in front of you, fingers up. Right hand is going to go behind you, fingers down. Twist and look over your right shoulder. Breathe in, come back to the center. The right hand sweeps by your ear, your face, and then pushes out. Try to stand nice and tall. Just wringing out the spine. We're also gathering energy, bringing fresh energy into the head. That's why we pass by the ear. And then taking what we no longer need, what no longer serves us, and sending it out into the earth to be recycled. One more time. And back to the center. Bring your hands in front of you, palm down. And on this, we're not bending as so much as the waist as we're going to push our hips out. So it's not going straight down, it's more hips out as we go down. Then we rise and we push down. When you go down, transfer a little bit extra weight into the heels. That helps you get the hips out. Breathe in as we come up. Breathe out as we go down. Harmonizing the chi. One more time. Good. Let's do opening and closing the gates. So bring your hands up almost like a cactus. But what you really want to do is you want to open the chest, look up a little bit, push your shoulder blades back together, opening that all up. And as we breathe out, the hands come in front of you, back of the hands come together. We lean straight with a flat back from the waist. And then we come back to the cactus. Breathe in for the cactus. Breathe out as we go down. Couple more. And come back up. Go to a very wide stance and do the horse riding stance. So if you remember couple of key things to keep in mind with the horse riding stance. One, you want to turn your feet out. And the exact angle really depends on your knees. So as you're bending down, I know you can't see it because I'm cut off, but if my feet are facing this way and I find as I'm going down, my knees are going this way, I've got to change the direction of my feet to correspond with the direction that my knees are going to be moving. That's one important thing. The other thing is you want to push the hips back, lean back a little bit so that your knees never go out over your toes. We're not pushing the knees forward. We're more dropping down like I'm trying to sit on this railing, let's say. So if I put my hands and I do this, you can see how, well, sort of. So I just settle down, almost straight down. And the best way to just make sure you're in the right position is just post like you would if you're on an English saddle riding a horse. And just keep adjusting the angle of your feet, and especially the width. I find as I do this, I go wider and wider till I find that sweet spot. Don't go so low it's uncomfortable. You can go low enough that it's challenging, but stay within your comfort zone. Don't overstress yourself. If you find it's a little too stressful, you can put your hands on your thighs and do it that way. I think you get a better feeling for it if you just let your arms dangle. Good. So the first thing we're going to do in horse stance, pulling the bow. So one of the variations that I like, we start with our forearms together, palms facing us. As we drop down into the horse riding stance, we cross the wrists. Then you're going to pull to the shoulder no further with the left hand, while the right hand turns palm out, a slight fist except for the thumb and the first finger. And you're looking right along that finger like that's the sight. Then you breathe in, you come back up, forearms come together. Breathe out, pull the opposite side. Breathe out as you pull the bow. Breathe in as you come back up. Really feel that stretch along the chest as you're pulling the bow. Make sure you're not pulling it too far. If you go beyond the shoulder, you go out here, you kind of break the flow. So you're just pulling it to the shoulder. Whereas the hand that's going out, you're pushing from the heel of the hand. So it's not pointed forward, the finger's up. And that prevents you from locking out your elbow. One more time. On each side. We started on this side. Let's do one more. Good. Come on up. Keep the horse stance with. Just kind of shake it out a little bit. Move around. We're going to use the horse stance for a couple more things. So staying nice and tall at this point. Just bring your arms around. Fingertips face each other. Have the arms nice and rounded so you can see it's like I'm holding a beach ball in my arms. My hands are about the height of my chest, not way up. And if this becomes too much, feel free to drop them down to your abdomen. You can rest there and then come back up, or just leave them there, whichever works for you. This is called embracing the tree. The key to embracing the tree is let the elbows drop down and relax, and especially let the shoulders relax. Get that tension out of your neck, out of the shoulders. And maybe you're already starting to feel the energy flowing between your fingertips. We're going to try and fill the space with energy. So now holding, embracing the tree, drop down as far as comfortable into the horse riding stance. And just hold that. Just focus on your body. Become very aware of the energy moving through your body. Try to feel the energy coming up from the ground, up your legs, up to your torso, and the energy coming down through the top of the head to the torso, especially to the heart, to the middle dantian. And then from there, it spreads out through the arms and fills the space with energy. And again, if this gets too strenuous, you can hold the embracing the tree, just come up a little bit. And then when you're ready, you can drop back down or just stay up, doesn't matter. We're trying to activate the channels, the energy pathways in the body. Good. Let's see if we can hold it 10 seconds. Just drop into the position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Keep the wide stance. Again, just kind of move around. Everything kind of shake out. Do a couple of shoulder rolls. Get the tension that might have built up in your neck. Just come out. Good. Let's do swimming dragon. So there are really two parts to swimming dragon. So the first part, we bring our hands around to prayer position, a couple of inches away from the body, so it's comfortably out here. We're going to push the hands, keeping the fingertips facing the ceiling. So you're going to go to the left. I'll mirror you. You're going to put all your weight into the, or not all your weight, but 90% of your weight into the left leg. Straighten out the right leg and look to the right. Breathe in, come back to center, and come up higher again. Breathe out, switch to the opposite side. Say swimming dragon is for longevity, among other things, but especially longevity. You do this every day, you'll live at least a couple of minutes longer. Couple more. Good. Come back to the center. Just relax in that for a moment. Now, leaving your hands in front of your heart, in front of your middle dantian, you're going to drop down, and then you're going to sway from side to side. And the hands are going to start to rise very, very slowly up the center line. So they're not moving back and forth like this. That is the variation. We're not doing that. We're just going to keep our elbows out. We're just going to move side to side. And the hands drift up that center line of the body. And then when you feel they've gone about as far as they can go, slow it down and stretch upward to the sky and look up. Connect to the universe and then drop back down and swim once again. Just imagine you're this giant regal dragon. You're just snaking through the water. The whole body undulates. When you get to the top, stretch upward and drop down again one more time. Don't rush it. Let the hands move almost on their own, slowly up that center line. Allow your whole body to undulate. And then when you reach the top, reach upward, reach skyward. Good. Drop back down and go back to the first posture. Push to one side, look over the opposite shoulder, then push to the opposite side, look over the opposite shoulder, back and forth a couple times. Breathe in back to the center. Breathe out as you push your hands away. One more time each side. Back to the center. Bring your feet in. The arms drop down. Palms up as we bring down the heavens. Feel the weight of the energy as you breathe in, lifting that energy up. Breathe out, push that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs, deep into the ground. Do that twice more. Very slowly, nice, long, deep breaths. Good. Let's do kind of an extension of what we were doing. Bring your feet fairly close together. So as we go down, your knees are going to touch. Bring your hands in front of you, interlace the fingers, but keep your pointer fingers pointing straight up. Reach for the sky that way. Then you're going to bend the knees and let the hands come down behind your neck. Breathe in, go all the way up. Breathe out, go down. This is called the arrow. One more time. Let your hands just come down. Let them sweep down. And as they come up, palms up just to the lungs, to the chest, rise up on your toes as you breathe in. Breathe out, push that energy back down. Twice more. Breathe in, up onto your toes, bring that energy into the lungs. And then out and down. One more. Good. As we're still doing spring, let's do deer frolics. So this is the male deer. You're going to make hooves by just pointing your fingers down and putting your thumbs behind. That's your hooves. You're going to rotate your hands to the left. As they come around, you're going to make antlers. So the antlers, you take your two middle fingers and hold it with your thumb, and you have that. Do those two fingers holding up. Actually, sorry, don't hold with your thumb. These two come down, and so your thumb sticks out. We're going to have more impressive antlers. So the hooves come around. As they come around, switch 90% of your weight into your left leg. Turn on your heel so your toe now points to the right. So you come around, and when we get to the top, we're going to have our antlers. The antlers come around. Your right hand is going to go back behind you. Your left hand stays on top of your head, and you turn and look at the opposite heel. Then bring them back around, and then go back to hooves, and then switch. Breathe in back to center. And breathe out as you twist. Sorry. And come back to center and just shake it all out. Let's put our hands on our hips and just do nice big hip rotations. So the idea here is the head doesn't move. It's all out of the hips and the waist. And reverse. go back to shoulder width stance. Go back to the Wuji stance. Just settle in, take stock, look inward, notice what's going on with your body. See if there are any areas of energetic blockages, stagnation. Notice where you might have muscle tension, where there might be some pain. Just identify it. Don't worry about it. Don't give it a moment's thought. Mind directs the chi. So just by identifying these points, we facilitate healing. And now just let your hands drift upward. The height of the chest, and then they drift back down. Let's just do this a couple of times to get the feeling, and we'll come back to it. One more time. And then just let your hands drift down and go to the sides, palms down. See if you can feel that connection to the earth energy. As you breathe out, the energy is coming out of the Lao Gong points in your palms. As you breathe in, you're drawing that earth energy up. So as we breathe out, feel like you have two balloons under your hands and you're pushing the balloons down and just sink down a bit. As you breathe in, the balloons float you back up. Just feel the energy in your palms get activated. The only thing moving here is our knees, basically our legs, bending at the knees. Everything else just stays in place. One more time. Drift upward, and then bring your hands in front of you and let your hands now just kind of drift upward. Hopefully you have greater sensation this time, and then let them just drift down. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you go down. As you come up, just lean a little bit back into your heels. As you breathe out, tip forward a little bit into the toes. Keeping the entire foot on the ground, you're just a slight weight shift here. So it requires much less effort to lift the arms, the hands. Get into that sensation of just letting them move on their own or move with the breath. So as we inhale, and we pause, and then we exhale. Just slowly get into that feeling. Try to lose touch with the movement. Using the analogy of the balloons, just imagine you still have those balloons under your palms and you're in the water and they float up to the surface. Then you release the balloons and your arms settle back down in the water. Try to get to the point where this just feels absolutely effortless. But all you're aware of is your breath. And everything else just kind of moves with the breath, just floats. And the next time your hands come down, leave your right hand down, let your left hand rise. Try not to even think about it, just let it happen. The next time the hand comes down, both hands come up. Nice and slow with the breath. Try not to lift the hands too high. They come just to chest level. Never go higher than your shoulders. Now the next time you go down, let the right hand come up. Leave the left hand down. One more time, and then when it goes to the bottom, both hands come up together. Hopefully this time they feel very differently from when you started. Feel that energy activated, especially in the palms. Try to picture that energy field surrounding you, and the back of their hands, rub it as it comes up, and then the fingertips rub it as you go down. So we feel a little bit of resistance. One more time. We're going to continue to do it, but this time let the hands come up closer to the body and then push out and come back in and go down. They come up, go out. Come in, go down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Get that weight shift. As the hands go out, go back on your heels. As they come back in, go to the toes. Nice and slowly. And again, just try to let your breath cause the movement. Try not to feel like muscles are engaging at all. They're just the arms, the hands, just kind of floating through the energy field. One more time. This time we're going to come up. We're going to go forward. We're going to come back. Then we're going to go to the sides. Then in and down. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Opening to the sixth direction. Feeling that energy field all around us. One more time. Bring the hands in, bring them down. Let the hands float up to the chest, and then let your left hand continue to come around. Gather the energy with that left hand. And then push the right hand up with the energy. And then both palms turn down, pushing the energy down to the ground. Then we switch. Kuan Yin paints the rainbow. You feel that energy causing that opposite hand to rise. One more time each side. Sorry. And just have your palms face the ground. Bring your palms so they face each other. Feel that energy ball between your hands. Now with your left hand, you're going to push fingertips up. With the right hand, let it sink down, fingertips down. The left hand is in front of your chest. The right hand is in front of your abdomen. So the middle dantian, the lower dantian. Called the wood element mudra. Just breathe that energy in. Feel that connection to the dantians. You slide the hands past each other and then switch. Drop both hands, palms up, down, come around, open the chest to the sky. Bring it around to prayer position and really compress the chest. Once again. Breathe in as you go back. Breathe out as they come together. Bring your feet together. Bring down the heavens. Feel the energy as we lift it up and then push it down through the body. Finish with one hand over the other over the lower abdomen. Just relax, let the body rock and sway as that lower dantian fills with energy. You feel that energy expanding outward from the lower dantian, spiraling up your torso, down your legs, filling every part of your body with a warm, loving light. And as it moves through your body, dispelling any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions, until every part of your body is aglow with this energy. And allow it to expand outward beyond your physical body, surrounding you in a protective cocoon. Just allow yourself to float weightlessly inside this cocoon. Begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath in, gather all of those good feelings, take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.